Hello, I'm Julie Gratien. I'm the artist behind Gratien Art. I've experimented with a lot of different art techniques over the years, but it's my paper collages that people ask the most questions about. They'll say, "How did you make this? What is this made of? Is it paper? Is it cloth? Is it actually 3D? How do you do that? How do you go about making it?" So hopefully this video will give you the answers to your questions. Enjoy!
My paper collages help me to more fully explore my interests in color and texture as I depict my environment. I find inspiration from nature and explore both familiar and new subjects. Gardens are a favorite, whether they are my own, my friends, or neighbors, or even community gardens. Local parks, nature centers, or a trip to a faraway destination often provide inspiration. It's important that I study my subject before creating a collage. Sometimes I draw or paint from observation, but more often I work from photos. I do studies in pencil, pen, and watercolor. In the age of digital photography, it is common for me to view my photos on an iPad. Sometimes I do additional research to discover the name of a flower or a tree, or to remember the name of a location. After studying the subject, I decide what size the collage will be, and I create a line drawing of the composition. I choose the papers that best describe my subject. For example, I might use this paper to describe a pine tree, but this one would be better to describe a maple tree. This paper is good for stones, and this one is soft like the petals of a peony. I use the drawing as a guide and tear and/or cut the various papers and match them with the image. Sometimes I can see through the paper and I trace the shapes onto the paper before tearing. Other times I use a light table to trace the image. Here's another image that shows where I tore the shapes. I placed them on the original line drawing to make sure that they fit. Then I painted the shapes with watercolor paint. Once they were dried, I peeled them off the plastic, placed them on the drawing to make sure they fit, and then I adhered them to the background using acrylic gel medium, which is much stronger and more permanent than glue. Sometimes I paint more details into the collage, or I draw on the collage with Prismacolor or oil pastel to add details or enhance the texture or create more depth. Once the collage is complete, I double mat it, being sure to separate the mats to accommodate the dimension of the layers of paper. In summary, the paper collages give me a way to express my love of color, of texture, and of nature. I hope to share my work with others who have similar experiences and enjoy the aesthetics of my work. To see more of my work, visit www.gratienart.com.